secretary. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Mami Efrose. Dibidiano no. Oh yeah.
Nyamia do me ho ye pa.
Great. Okay, Akwesi Intia somewhere, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Only secretary for Formina MPP.
And the pray.
Obetimi a confirm ya mame. O chairman will resign.
If I try to say, chairman will resign. On year can and oh yeah, and they are ka say kura. Ya ne e will meet na no pay ya.
On any can say dainty no resign.
Yo, mamintia we tie fo nyina. En dainty will resign say. Party adjuman editing. Kasa ne brand nantie e wo. Enti na wo hwe na ho de na. Ohun say na ho de ni sisi so. Enti advice from onwani doctors. Say on gina home. Ewe ni dwumadie bia mu. Enti se dwumadie bia wo gina home dia na enie ni chairmanship no so also wo gina home because chairmanship no enye esena dwuma kora wo ye ne sabi wiram. Enti no so resign.
Oh yeah, sure say eno no person or resign.
No entra. Se bibi ka ho a na ye wo no an personal.
But say na enye coincidental say all of a sudden emra for me na hu nsem bae na hyase ene ebra independent candidate ewini ye na obi e ka for me na nsem na MPP for kra ka say sa chairman no na create problem tie wo so resign no eno nso nka ho na ama okika bom o de ko hye yare
yo ahere mame ka bibi ntro MPP for kan say akwasinti ena akika na o ma bi bomu Emma party na perform tin or resign. Individuals big one more interest in and our more can party ni the party in can. So
individual omoye MPP supporter na say den.
We see
individuals are omoye MPP supporters.
Be your supporters, be your supporters. Be your supporters. But on feel say we no personal issue no their politics na or can dey with. Any insanity, said the day I last make a tremor, and some are motion about 70 to 80%. Yano pre Nanso, ye wunu a little bit almost at that platform. Na omubebu semu. So I say, and from one be a year, yen party penny for. If you say, and some are near person, Sankano move back down, and near Betnasi, and Omuti more. And compound is a 1 year. And so, you'll be better here, as you say, no more so cabby. Nobody and penny for because no more to radio, no more car. No more car, a percentage at the Jessica, a few 4 years, be a new also MP Bay, and a percentage at Jessica. Say, Catissa and company for Muba, no more free MP for, and now more media for a movie Sansamon. Free MP or air. So what by a percentage was saying, come in here because almost a percentage Jessica and what the mobile. Come yes, sir, and the Bianca some more.
Did say you be free MP na kase I question T Jim Sika. So is it not hold on. Open you to boas in Pacho. Ye didn't come to boas. Question me busa very simple. That you expect say an MP na your friend say oh for me na I would do Sika no akase ane. Okay, yenko we so. You talk about executives, no? Executive Ben, a national executives, and answer Ashanti region, Chairman Wuntumuno.
Chairman Wuntumi born whom I did be beginning. Or ya dear papa, only a Chairman FF. But the Drew Bedino, almost Jagu, I will be uncle because almost said the air calling you know my battery empty now, no winter, almost Jagu.
Omo advice MP Ben, MP na not for me now for pen now.
MP Esiama or more advice, no.
Sessing.
So beginning, you know, the aircon, on Jay in your back.
Onyai sessing, Onyai sessing, Onyai ding.
Or starting, say, Manso Samono, Abiano, any agitations, you know. A good chat to my winter meaning, when it FFN, and almost trans and near Kasai, my castle, Ubia, the aircon, and our Arinka.
But sir or ye who say or no enough for me now for pen in tinka ujaya a chesen kamomu interesting tea not dear for me now for pen no man for nama no makwako to ama dear woman pen yes sir.
Mumu sir
Na deɛ
mu ne saa na opa fa pen let's say calculations never a friend the result no ubehu say enya je formula for pen no na mu bibi nti no tumi we ne ye ene ekrofo bi nsem a omo kante no mu tumi we ne
bibi te say
me pacho ena candidate no so no we obi a won pe or how ni de ene ayi enti na ebi a bibi atwa din
candidate ni nya say na independence nya say
independent nya 12,000 plus candidate nya 10,000 plus Nhyira presidential president nya 19,000 plus former president onya 6,000 plus former president the candidate NDC candidate onya 2,000 plus 84,000 plus na ne wo ho no omutuma president former president no omubuso ne ko he e ko independent candidate wo
who say because of that say president asimianya 19,000 the winning enya 12,000 the when we know MPP ni enya 10,000 who say clearly no ono nananka or by in MPP D man ka umeto amano
why the buy MPP D man
aye ono abo asiama
etira metro say you calculations right 4,000 plus now we NDC for now. One more parliamentary candidate.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes.
Based on which data?
Based on which data?
Then now the general so say no NDC for. Opening but so yet question answer no answer my Mr. Maybe say there who can say NDC for na 4,000 na e ka ho no. Because Mahamanya 6,000, but omo candidate no enyas 2,000. It says 4,000 ne koso so many we need. To budget say MPP 4 ni bi anko to anka onobo esiama ho na NDC 4 ne ko ka ho. And into the money we need. Sana upa chana.
Sada am person Mr. Pepe.
Into MPP ni bi anto apart from NDC 4 mo to ka no ho no.
Oh, MPP 4 to it. Sir, at least 4,000 free 12,000 8,000 plus to it.
Right now, based on this posture, to say chairman I resign, Mona Moye Mpenifo still as a secretary, of course, I know say Obe Acti Kakra. And then Moye Ama Fomina and Kabuma Ba, because clearly no, a say NASA executives know who and Penifo shall say a patcho, honorable say Mensah majority, Umine patcho, say honorable Siame, Kwayo Mufa, so didn't fast no, in Koyi Omupacho, and then Namoa says they can wait me, I am from Minas and Diabaho.
So the Okama mention MPP or structure. Tell my new the first vice or and Yamina may act, but me the mayor as secretary. As in Viano dear, a bit me a bar, a bit free penny for so moving a daddy. Constituency as a no constituency for one account, a region, an acre. I'm moving a daddy no my bet snatches. Na etutremu ana afutuo bi wo ha omo de ama afanu no omo de ma afanu no wie a na asomdue ba you say bit ma move forward
ye behe ya me sure so ne atwetwe nkomo
matter
ye bompa ese ne ho nso beto no chairman
oh na minti ne ho beto no because na so course prepare da
amen Yensan kwa humani su biemni ne Dr. Amakye Boateng, political science lecturer, KN West Entry Comma. Doc, Kutuminka, Yamu official pa, Yefro ne Fomina chairman, MPP, wa resign, step in the right direction, ne excuse ni se oyarintia, uji di pass a political scientist, say yarintina or money resign.
Udamwasi, michia atiefo. Na I think so enko emetuye da yina Ghana fu na nsem a efa fomna hono edosu papa intibasa na wa asem no efa wo din wo at the center of asem benya nsem we si efa fomna amanyosem from na constituency amanyosem yeyi nipa amana gina ho MPP amanyoko nanim na wagina na yato abama no yato abama na wie na from na executives na ɛwɔ hɔ no wɔn over the years delegate system na MPPD adwuma no nti no ɛma executives na ɛwɔ constituency no wɔn sɛ wɔn na yɛ the real kingmakers nti they are able to manipulate the member of parliament and hold them hostage a general say we need to go into the structure na ɛwɔ hɔ na politics it play out the way it plays out. But Papa, you can say a convenient explanation, but actually, or the party about into a terrible public disrepute, so bad. The pressure ban also our constituency, he can't stay there and have his peace of mind. In a way, he's doing the most honorable thing, stepping aside so that the party will progress. The Hinisa Yariano and Amano, I can say, Ojai, and somewhere fan who for party no does who crowd.
At least, minim se Ghana munim die muno resignation ya dia air for sa. Yenya so no de as a matter of principle nkofo che say na all city party no and say ochiche party no for minenti well so you ready but they said the okasa wunyin no we heard of the regional chairman. I'm talking about Chairman Wuntu on so ka say obe resign but onintimi resign in fact he's defending enti say the oka say 47 that's what wa then tia na was say na yemso pushing say for me na resign we just one city pay as against baby Ashanti region yetimi lusu seat no I am talking about MPP sa no mo can say wo mutimi lusu more seat and anko mo 47
dynamics different e can from na edie one a specific contest for Mina constituency. Papa no eti hobby. Ye ni ma eti hobby. Said the young constituency numu any pano do noa MPP for. Briefly, mean Kasamfa the owners of the party. And yet necessarily the card bearing members numkwa. Oko strongholds are a rural community numu. Party no rural community numu. There is an ethnic link between the party and then the people. And you know, owners not dorsal. Pressure a bit back from na chairman sono. And then no been a beba chairman to me so as Ashanti regional constituency a general and then distributed in a way on receive direct pressure from anybody in the constituency. Pressure about Chairman to me essentially from the media. Any individuals are omunya advantage etna radio so ombe timi asiki omo mind freely. In the case of Fominano, the brebe direct one-to-one engagement with Onua, with Nhyira, with Nima. Everybody is taking him on. Everybody is taking his family people on. The man will not have peace, or resign. It's not the same. And I can own to me if you see. But we and also if you are, I did my own to me time. Member of Parliament to be any now. From that day, it has come out openly. So what my papa no one fan of crowd, Dinanisa, and eventually, Oko pick a form crowd participating in the electoral process. Bibia ayeno fundamental human rights form no crowd no almost frustrating. Given the fact that the party does not necessarily belong to the delegates, one, and two, it doesn't belong to the card-bearing members only, the real owners of the party. And a difference nabano. Women react here to Papano actions and inactions by voting the current MP elect into office. And through that, by speaking to the party, that the real owners of the party are not necessarily the people who hold executive positions. No.
But Doc, before so
power count.
Hello, Dr. Boasekakra. Dr. Boasekakra, na wo question mi busa, but before then no, I was here call Facebook sisi aye ka say, na ko share video for me na ni special aid aye owura esiama ni aid na ekwan ni amfaso abona nani nyina wo de ko Facebook na ko hwe sisi ye ka say ya ne Dr. Amakye Boateng ye ka say na wo ko hwe event esi ye bra wo mo bra ye ansa na independent candidate no ebebi ni okọ ho a wo behu de ye kan sisi na hwe ni papa o ye kirekire ni o eze papa no ye kirekire no kira de e wo Akrokeri College. There's a professional teacher for training crofo. Now she bua ya bono because of lack of democracy. Facebook's the CIA ye ka say neko hwede e koso. Now Oramati say utie secretary ye wo for me na ye ne twetwe nkoma. It appears say on the OGD say nye Ora Mahama for me na onya 6,000 but presidential parliamentary candidate ni 2,000 enti 4,000 na aka ne be so emani winning to enye necessary say ye MPP for no mo pen wo for me na ho utie ni kase me da pia say omo de omo hu the influence of honorable Esiama e wo for me na based on the submission or ye ana
for me na city no if 1996. Maybe 1992 I've seen it for obvious reasons. If in 1996 ever, we did this MPP na I didn't kunim emrebia. Say no crest idea city no has been captured by the MPP in a way as you say. Omo to about ho no do no to about to support the MPP tradition. Omo to about ho no. So be person can say for now a case of a large segment of floating voters an argument will be better aka. But we want to see a murder phenomenon the influence of floating voters and then the outcome of electoral results, outcome of the elections. If that is the case, then a strong statement has been made by some people. You see, say one more, I'll call them the conspirators. The executives of the MPP in Fomina, when they come out to speak, they are defending themselves. They are defending themselves as much as possible. But they have been brought into public disrepute. In fact, public shame. The Fomina public are demonstrating, say, party office, and the Ukraine say, all of them should resign. All of them should resign. Generally, MPP will want to go into a general restructuring of the party. Common criteria being running guide who become their leaders, the party leadership in the constituencies, in the regions, and even at the national level.
All right.
Now, Omoma Democratic Party, if they want to, continue to hold on to political power for a long time to come on. Sa anamoi omutua ebebwa. Because the grassroots is rebelling. The grassroots is rebelling. Omanhweni ya ebetre.
Free hono before say bekono. Now the standing asukwa independent candidate no so MPP nature say I come here and say because for me na independent candidate winning till the end will be anyone so. But sanyoma ni bi na ma omo so tete wo mu no. Nti ha say wo mu de so mu hu hia. So imagine say nka asokwa parliamentary candidate no so independent nka mu nyina nso. Nti o kire say ye pa for me na independent candidate ye ono bo asia ma chewa. E what party no so hwe wo mu because sanyoma we e na create sa confusion no. ujidi say na ache opani sintie because akoye to say focus ni nyina akoye formina ye po ache wo senka when we ni I'm sure senka ye mfa no ho samre ya wa wini ache opano standing ko independent candidate bia no mu MPP omuti omu ho na na
party no any ache opa bia ema safo no party ni ache opa bia ma safo no politics means and rationality be ewum. Politics means and rationality ewum. The injustice are a cause so for minano. As kwani nunka say sana ni de no so eyeye. Na oye incumbent. Offer form kra no ya manamfa. Onka sansem no. Onka sansem no. Onka say as for mina's unique circumstances, you know, and no be an a privilege ewo askwa. And askwa nkwa incumbent APA. Incumbents ni PAP baby the quiet swami Osei Mensah mpesua so. Minim se krachi bi APA wo ho. Osha na protest no year. Some of the protests no year lack of development projects. But basically, chairman na ayo mo kingmakers, our hold members of parliament hostage on the quiet. Now they engage you in personal ways. However, to her, yes, I say, however, to her, yes, I say, to me, and not a major issue. And then two, young politics, you know, at the or how be eba. Occupy a seat as a member of parliament, you only have to talk about the fact that Uber facilitated development. But the members of parliament are not the development agents. The work of the executive, the DCs, and then the MMCs. Omuna omani shishayemu yedi omani sika yedi development amawomu. Yes, the member of parliament is a facilitator. Obetinu a facilitator na bebree ye. Where the member of parliament you know ahoke kan ewo form no. Na se party no ewo opepa or they some party no, not necessarily the member of parliament. They should engage the member of parliament. They should engage the party at the region. They should engage the party national, and through that engage the executive. No more basic infrastructure as a seba and potemu ever. These are the things the party will want to, focus on moving forward.
All right.
The emergence of independent, the out of the selfish positions that some of the chairmen are taking. Hona O2, no so being sat at the eba. The brewa and yet desirable. In fact, there's a need for stability. I was animal. But stability, baba, it comes through clear-cut rules and regulations. Our party in the rank and file, and informing the grassroots in our here now. Juma. I think moving forward, the party will be addressing these issues too.
Okay. Now, Enra. 2012 DS na EBSSC NDC the abattoir commissioner eco court the all kan nyina ne se nwiemu abem obi enya 50% nti e wose e rerun o se principal na dudan kokufu adu de call ye no sa pepepe senka boni ni mu ana
no kan say abattoir enhyehyɛ no court any twatwo the two abana court amamu a ase ni say isi no bobo he wɔn mo gyina ma yɛtoma a wɔn na gya tum sɛ enhyehyɛ no kɔ yie ni amedi nkunimadi ni amani nkunim mani nkunim magya tum enkyerɛ sɛ court no nka ho court no ka ho nti basa the democratic process no na ɛda ne ho adi and had been kitty cry.
But I know say in 2012 time I nyako court to nafe ye TSC abontene yɛnte ase ni nyinaa na ɛto atwa because candidate Nana Akufo-Addo aka kyerɛ ne nkɔfoɔ sɛ yɛde kɔ court na hyɛseɛ no MPP foɔ yɛ nnwoma ansa na ɔkɔka no wɔ bra sɛ afe deɛ yɛde kɔ court ɛto atwae but it appears say even though NDC for Eddie Yomajun so de kokotu, still now they are encouraging their people. Some demonstration because Ayomu right. Is it necessary?
And the question is, it exposes the NDC. And the NDC has to be very careful as a party because Ghana for a you see, NDC's past, the PNDC, now are violent. Once you enter into the Fourth Republic, the leadership tried very much to give the NDC a new character and shape. If it will function successfully as a political party in a democratic dispensation, I believe strongly, say, Sanya American Hubi, and President Rawlings, or try Uraka as the vice, and successful. No. Okofa Professor Mills, Obia, ni dignity, and any character, no, ever impose that sense of discipline and calmness. Someone who is prepared to play by the rules. To me, and then a man no ebasa. And you see that moving on, they have tried to maintain that understanding. You see, theoretically, public demonstrations in a democracy are allowed. But say, demonstrate because you want to overturn the outcome of elections. You know that you are being mischievous. Public demonstrations don't overturn electoral outcomes. A court of competent jurisdiction. A constituency issue, member of parliament issue, cause of competent jurisdiction, the right place once we a political party, waste your soul, you should know where to go.
Okay.
This presidential, you should know where to go. So theoretically, you are allowed to demonstrate. But why are you demonstrating even now? Now, the fact that 2012, the MPP went on rampage before taking a decision doesn't mean that in 2020, 8 years on, that same thing should be repeated. We failed generally as a people. NDC failed as a political party. Emra Oma Kwan Emma Ekomasi Abontin say Omo Koye a demonstration. And yet peaceful. Look, let me end on this thing because Ubusa the police say Emra Dudwahi by their records of public demonstrations by political parties. Emra Dudwahi and Omo demonstrations, aye peaceful. Omunya bako kre ma. Omo be shasi said they are going on a peaceful demonstration. Maybe ana Nsem. And if we are a country, yedi ehwa share democratic rule, and especially when we have President Mahama, what be president da, meaning that was supervising over the constitution of the Fourth Republic. Under his rule, the constitution of the Nipani Biakosha Fiasi. It means President Mahama should be the first person to know and to show respect and personal commitment to the constitution of the Fourth Republic and to do the right thing.
Same
time, almost public demonstrations are mischievous.
How about Nipa and Kayako demonstration peaceful? Na say Nipa bear 7 ewu. Nti so gidi say and Kayako demonstration ni enti e ho ase a then ne was say Nipa wu because of maintain ho ase and just say yes say quiet yenko yenim because demonstration so fundamental human rights.
Sir, another medi can in a democracy it is allowed. Here, we want to look at the jurisdiction that of the police. Or more asset in this case is to maintain law and order. Demonstration, prescribed. You near ma who coins obey. You near ma only who coin. Police, asset say obebo the rest of society who ban with demonstration no and say obi epra and say obi otini ba wi be hwe ni bibi ni property or anything. And it's more organized demonstration. To what extent are you able to control your people? To what extent are you able to ensure, say, when the organized peaceful demonstration, throughout? The moment I'm over air, now anybody be acting unlawfully, the police will act. If through this, BBC is here, I am very unfortunate. Why should nobody go simply because you say BBC air Koso? Nobody should lose a single stripe of his hair. The question of Obi Ewu should be out completely. It should be out.
Okay. Dr. Amakye Boateng, Nhyira. Okay. All right. Yen Kombra. Never twice. So we will join Facebook.